Good evening and welcome to Mr. Wilson Live. Today we want to talk a little bit about a change in logo. And we want to talk about our new platform, TCP Academy, and our way forward on the YouTube channel. And of course, our paid version of online school. Now, we're very happy to say that we are pretty much close to finishing setting up the platform. And we really want to say that it really, really happy that we're able to put together something for those persons who are having a challenge reaching school and, of course, reaching teachers. We're going to be outlining the products that we're going to be having on that channel and also the costs for the product, which is some cases going to be, well, it's pretty much market price, and in some cases it's going to be like really, really, really low. So we look forward to having you on the channel. We really want everyone to go over to the channel and, of course, sign up so that we can have a conversation and, of course, start our preparation for the new academic year. Those persons who are doing human and social biology, it is very important for you to come online. It's also very important for those persons who are sitting the exams from January. I love for you to send, of course, an email to Extreme Solution, or you could go, of course, on our paid platform, the TC Academy platform. I'm just going to be putting that in the chat there. You could go to the TCP Academy platform and you could just leave a comment over there, send me a message over there, sign up over there so that we can get back to you and, of course, assist you with whatever you're trying to find out. Now, this week is a very important week as the platform is now up, ready to go. The gateways are open. And for those persons who want to pay for like self-paced course. Now, I'm going to be telling you a little thing about or the difference. I'm going to be talking about the differences that there is with the courses that we offer. Now, there's one set that we refer to as self-paced, and then there's another that we refer to as a private. Now, private, one would say it's like online classes, like I'm talking to you or I'm teaching you now, and I'm probably sharing the content with you, and you're able to go to the replay and so on. So that is private, and that is online class. It's unlike online school, pretty much like when we're preparing for the CSEC examination, where you would have seen my screen. I can share with you. You can share with me. Pretty much like school, you are going to be giving me assignment. We have breakout groups and we have all of that. That is for the online classes. Now, for the online classes, we're going to be having 2 hours per week. Now, 2 hours per week at $50 per month, and that is US. Everything on that platform is in US. Like I have said before, the platform is paid for in US. All the software that we're using, they are pretty much paid for in US. The money is collected in US by the persons who are collecting the money or the platforms that are collecting the money. So everything is in US. Now, there are many other payment methods we're going to be talking about. I think we have about 5 or 6 different payment methods. But of course, if you're going online to pay, you understand you can use PayPal, any major credit card, debit card. It's best to use credit card for fraud protection. Credit card, PayPal, we do money transfer, Western Union, MoneyGram. And if you are in Jamaica, you could probably meet up with me and exchange cash for receipt. Or, of course, you could log on or transfer the money to our local account in Jamaica. Now, I can't give you an account number today, and I won't give the account number as we're having a class now. I'm going to be giving the account number when you mail me and try to reach out where you're going to be lodging that money. What I can tell you is that another person collect, and you understand as you go through these many gates before you get back here, there's no money, or it costs you more. Really don't want that. So we have pretty much, there are other affordable ways. So remember, we said that the online class is $50 per month. And if you pay between September and the end of October, you are going to be getting some wonderful discount for the online classes. So if you pay by now on the end of October for your online classes, you are going to be enjoying some significant discount. And trust me, you're not going to be missing anything. We are all organized. Everything is ready to be loaded. We are going to be loading our content tonight. So if you were supposed to pay for self-paced and things like that, you're going to be getting it. Now remember, when you are, the if you require the one-on-one class or the online class, you have to fill out the application form, send it to us so that we can make arrangement, as it were, for time. We have to have mutually agreed time as to when you are available, when I am available, that type of a thing, to make sure that there's no disconnect. And also to make sure that, of course, the class is not too large, right? We have to make sure the classes are not too large. So you have to do application. That is not automatic. As soon as you do that application and we respond and we have an agreement, we will tell you how you will have class. We will tell you about your password, all that you need to know to get started will be communicated to you. And as we say, we will be starting this week. Now, the other paper, the alternative paper, then we also have a compilation of experiment that is a combination of actual experiment being recorded, video recorded, and in some cases it's animation where we would have slowed down these experiments so that you can see what is really happening, or speed it up in some cases, because I know that when you are doing the experiment, it might take you 2 hours or a day or more to do an experiment, but within a couple of minutes, 10 minutes or less, we can complete these experiments with the animation. So we have something there for that. So we have also the self-paced course, where it is a bundle of recorded courses, recorded classes, recorded session, for which you can access at your leisure. Now, these classes are not guided by any teacher, and that is why you can just go on, pay, you'll get your code, and you start. There's no teacher. So there's no teacher for the self-paced courses. And the self-paced courses include includes past papers, labs, alternative paper, and recorded class sessions. All right. However, while there is no teacher per se in these sessions, you appreciate that there is the YouTube support group that we have for these sessions. So whatever there you probably wouldn't understand or you need further clarity on, you can of course visit us on the YouTube channel and we could talk more about that. I'm just going to be looking at the chat. Good night, Jawawan. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in quite a while. I do hope that everything is fine. Dylan, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in quite a while. Good night, sir. I am good, thank you. Philip, I haven't seen you either for quite some time. I am watching from St. Lucia. Welcome to the show. And of course, very informative videos. It's my first time studying HSB, and I am trying to do it on my own. So great. So the on my own persons are the persons that we're catering for. So you could choose to pretty much get the self-paced package. If you really want to do it on your own, you could look at getting the past papers, which are pretty cheap. You could I don't know, you could seek support. Now, as it were, because you are paying monthly for the classes, the online classes, you could choose what it is that you want, because you're paying per hour for the one-on-one tutoring. You could choose what you want to do. So you tell us what you want to do, and we prepare the content to suit your need so that you can overcome whatever hurdle you are having based on what you told us. So you provide the information for us to work with, and then we provide the content to tailor that is tailored to your. So we're talking about our new paid platform. It is called TCP Academy. So it's TCP Academy dash dot teachable.com. And I'll just put it in the chat for those persons who are just coming on TCP Academy. You could just click the link and go on over and see how much you we're going to see much how much you will learn there. I don't know that everything is free there. I invite everybody to join because from time to time we are going to be having free courses. We are going to be having free signed up for a teachable account. Now, signing up for an account on the website does not mean that you have to do one of the paid courses. There will always be something the common building here that is painted in that color blue and now the characteristics of living things, in some cases, the character is shared by non-living, that we have a clear understanding what it is that is meant by these characteristics. Now, there is a number of memory aid and mnemonics and all of that that can pretty much assist you in remembering the characteristics of living things. And I will just start by using the one that referred to as reminder. And some person might talk about Red Nimer, and some person might talk about Mrs. Gren. All those are things, a long list of stuff that we could use to remind ourselves about the characteristics of living things. So let us look at what the characteristics are. All right, and they are 7 if you are using the CSEC syllabus. If you are using the CXC syllabus, there are 7 characteristics that we're studying for both biology and human and social biology. Might I just invite those persons who are watching just to share with me in the chat those characteristics of living things that you know. So just type in the chat for me now the characteristics of living things that you know. Remember, Mrs. Gren, name some of the characteristics that you know in the chat. All right. So while we wait on our viewers to type, I want to say a pleasant evening to the entire Caribbean. I want to say a good evening to my viewers. I want to also remind us that the CXC results should be out by the 15th of October. And of course, if you are in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it should be out on or before the 20th of October. I must also remind you that there is also a possibility for you to get a early release of the result for the tertiary institution that you have applied to. And to do so, you have to do a application or an application, which of course I'd place the link in the video on my channel that deals specifically with that. I want to also invite those persons who have not done so yet to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell that says and click select all. So you'll always be notified when there is a publication. It's not all the time that we can send out a thumbnails 2 or 3 days before because you understand that there are other things that I have doing. I have other engagement and I really don't want to disappoint anyone. So in some cases, you are getting a thumbnail or a video, a live that is coming to you very close cut for you to come. So I understand. But if you, of course, subscribe, click that notification bell and select all, you will always know when there is a show. So you want, wow, Mr. Wilson had a show and I didn't even realize. You don't want that to happen. So we want to hear from you the characteristic of living things, and I'll just start by all living things must respire. We'll talk about respiration. There's another R. All living things must reproduce, produce offspring. Then all living things must move. Now, all living things must also be able to respond to changes in the environment, which we refer to as sensitivity.